Hey everybody, I'm Steve Owens, Tournament Director with the Georgia Bass Nation Kayak Series, and we're on Lake Seminole for our second tournament of the year, and I'm with Matt Vaught with Florida Bass Nation, Tournament Director. What event is it for you guys this year?
This is our third event for the North region. So.
Third event for the North region. In Florida, you've got two regions, correct?
So two regions. We got a North and a South. There's 8 tournaments in each region, so this is number 3.
Yeah. What do you got to have for your guys' championship?
To qualify for our state championship, it's the top 35 from each region, and that's going to be based off your best 4 events for the series. So.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, what we're here this weekend, this is our partnership. You know, we've been coming down here 3-4 years now together. Before we were even being a partner series, you guys came up and fished with us as Georgia. You know, it's great.
Yeah,
you know,
this is kind of event. We all look forward to it every year. So.
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, you know, you hate to overstate sentiment and stuff, but man, it's just been cool. It's like we all just come down here and fish, you know, and we just all connected. You know, we got big gyms and pins and feathers, you know, and here in Donaldsonville, Georgia, and it was just like, I don't know, we all just clicked. It was pretty cool.
Over the years, it's definitely become our group's favorite tournament of every season. So.
Yeah, and then you guys started traveling and fishing the Bassmaster stuff with us too.
Yeah.
Hopefully you make it to other Georgia events. You know, we've got some people who travel around and hopefully make some Florida events too and stuff.
Yeah, we got good crossover between the 2 leagues.
Yeah, crossover, that's a good word for it. And so this is our angler briefing. You know, we're here at Pin and Feathers. It's kind of loud in the background, so just bear with us here. But right now, I'll give us an update here. We still have registration up for a little while, and we're at 50 anglers on the nose. So we got 50. We may have a gentleman that can't make it, so we may be at 49. But right now we're at 50 for all intents and purposes. And you know, for Georgia Bass Nation, you know, it's your we go through the Carl Black Chevrolet Angler of the Year pool. It's your top 4 events. You win $1,000 for AOY. I know you guys got a really good AOY prize as well in Florida. So we're happy to be here. Again, this is, you all know, my favorite lake in the country, regardless of how I fish it or not. I just love fishing it. So, you know, as I was teasing, you know, the biggest thing I've caught all week here is the menu here at Pins and Feathers. But, you know, I'm ready to go out tomorrow, and hopefully Sunday we get to go do some buddy fishing. And, you know, we want to give a big thanks to Dwayne Wally and Kearney X for keeping everything rolling with us. You know, we got a whole list and slew of sponsors. We'll touch on those when we share this live briefing. But this is for the anglers. So to y'all, we appreciate you coming and showing up. And I'm going to let Matt read through the details, the times and everything. You know, and keep in mind the awards time, you know, while it's not a hard check-in, the earlier you get here, the earlier we can get things done and people get on the road, especially with the bad weather. Our numbers took a little bit of a dip because our Georgia anglers north of us, they're going to get hit pretty hard and preparing for that. And so you can't expect people to come all the way down here and leave their families at home and then, you know, wonder if they can make it back or not. So be in prayer for everybody's safety as the ice and stuff comes this way. But
yeah, and if you need to make it home, if you need to leave and skip the awards on this one, to make it home to your family before you get caught in the ice, we definitely understand that on this one for sure.
Yeah, shoot us a message if you can, but if not, you know, that's all good and well. Just take care of yourself. But I'm glad you brought that up. So yeah, but we'd love to have you here. Get here as early as you can. And if you're sticking around, you know, maybe we can do some buddy fishing on Sunday. But I'll let Matt get into the details of the event, and I'm going to step away real quick and get a random identifier code for us.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys.
Go through the basics here. We're going to be on at 7 a.m. in the morning. Lines in is going to be at 7:15. Lines out will be at 3:15. Your last fish submission deadline is 3:45. And awards, like Steve said, it's at 4:45. Come back, get there as soon as you can. We get everything set up and try to get you guys back home in honorable weather. Let's see. The awards will be back here at Fins and Feathers. It's a nice place here. They got good food and drinks and everything to get you going when you get off the water. As far as the basics like safety, guys, make sure you wear your life jacket. It is winter time. It's a good idea to have a dry bag with some spare clothes and a towel. You should always have that on your kayak during the winter time.
Yeah.
Even though it's not really cold outside, the water's cold. If you fall in, it's going to make it for a miserable day. if you don't have a change of boats.
Been there.
That's my biggest suggestion. I almost fell in today.
Yeah.
I actually hit a turtle today and almost fell off the kayak.
Oh, I Bo and Luke duped about 6 times doing 5 miles an hour on a motor, and I'm not kidding. It was like, whoo! Yeah. So stay in the boat markers if you're in the channels on Lake Seminole, because 1 foot out, I'll tell you, is too far out.
It's too far out. But also be mindful of the boat lanes in the morning. There's going to be a couple tournaments from a few different ramps, and those guys can't get their boats out of that boat lane either, or they're going to be up on a stump. So if you see them coming, if you know you're in the boat lane, especially the first thing in the morning, just be real mindful of where you're at and try to stay out of the way of the boat. So. Let's see, what else we got?
That's it. If you went through the times and everything, I've got the code. I'm getting ready to upload. So your code, we got it randomly from the anglers. This year I'm doing all letters or all numbers. Last year I did all letters. I quit mixing them because some people's B's look like a 6, and I've had people put lowercase letters in, and I was like, you know what? I'll do all letters and all numbers. So this year I'm doing numbers. So what we got from everybody back there was 7, 6, 8. And that's 3 people that were spread out, didn't even know what I was doing. So 7, 6, 8 is your identifier code. We don't require a card. You guys don't, do you?
We do, but not for this tournament. We're going strictly by Georgia rules for this tournament.
Appreciate it.
So, if you got a card, write it on the card. If you don't have a card, write it on your hand, however you need it.
Yeah.
If you do need something to write it on, I do have identifier cards with me if somebody wants one. So.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, we may get some of those too, just to have them. And but above all else, if you've got rain gear on or long sleeve or something, if you write it on your hand, be careful. Make sure your sleeve don't cover it. A lot of times, something I've learned that I passed on the newbies is, like how you see my tattoo. Write it on your fingers there. Write it fingers here, fingers here, fingers here on your hand. That way, that it's always there. You give a judge multiple options to see it. So.
I seen one tournament we had earlier this year. Somebody had 9 different identifier cards laid out throughout. I'm guessing they must have had one DQ at some point.
Well, I actually started taking a Sharpie and writing it on the board above the numbers, and it was the best thing I ever did. But we appreciate all of you. We'll sit here and talk, be long-winded, but this is just your angler briefing. Tomorrow, awards, we'll be here at Tens of Feathers, like he said. So appreciate all of you tuning in. Appreciate you all coming down in Donaldsonville, Georgia, and everybody around here. And want to give a big shout out to the Westside Bait and Tackle. If you've not been to Seminole, it's a great daggum tackle shop. We'll appreciate Matt growing what he's done down in Florida, and us always having a good partnership and friendship. So if you got anything else, I'll just sign us out.
I think we're good, guys. Just go out there and we're at Lake Seminole, guys. So I don't know, let's just go smash them.
That's it. Y'all be safe. Thank you.
Good luck, everybody.
What matters to you? Commitment, dedication, precision, connection. Catching fish? Good. That matters to us too.